A mystery in Texas. What is this strange figure that people are trying to figure out?
What's that, Dad?
Camouflaged as humans, lurking in plain sight are beings that can shift form at will, and entities so unreal they defy all understandings. But what all these clips reveal might just bring us closer to their secrets than ever before, so get ready because things are about to get strange. Skinwalkers are mythical beings capable of transforming into any form, but they might not be just imaginary like we think. Because what else are you supposed to think when you come across clips like these? A CCTV camera outside a house captured a figure with the strangest of features. At first it appeared to be a skeletal entity with an almost humanoid head, but then it shifted and morphed into a dog, its head now on the opposite side. This clear transformation led to an online debate with many convinced it was a skinwalker, while others remained skeptical, calling the clip edited. Lizard Man. A video posted anonymously has been making rounds on the internet, leaving people baffled. It featured a humanoid figure down on all fours, and instead of having human skin, the person had a snake-like pattern. It appeared to be absorbed in strange movements. People believed that it was a reptilian human caught in the act of transformation. But the real question is, how did the video end up on the internet? Could it be that one of their own people leaked the footage? Before you get all serious about the clip, some netizens pointed out that it could as easily be a person in a suit. Reptilian Human. When clips from the London Olympics started circulating, netizens noticed something eerie in the crowd. Not one or two, but several people spotted a bizarre dark figure standing among the audience, and strangely, no one around seemed to notice it. Its unusual appearance was unsettling, with some even describing its skin as reptilian-like. This sparked a frenzy of theories, with people speculating it could be a reptilian disguised among the crowd, invisible to those present but somehow caught by the camera. Or could it be something else entirely? If you have any ideas, drop your theories in the comments. Sinister Humanoid.
What's that, Dad?
A father took his kids out to play near the woods, but the outing soon turned into an encounter with something otherworldly. As the kids played, one of them pointed to something in the distance, a figure that didn't look remotely human. The strange humanoid was advancing through the trees, its limbs unusually long, and the way it leapt onto a branch made it clear. This was no ordinary creature. The video has left netizens speechless. Some think it could be a reptilian being on the hunt, but whatever it was, the mystery remains unsolved. Vengeful Dwarf. A video posted anonymously has been making rounds on the internet, leaving people baffled. It featured a humanoid figure down on all fours, and instead of having human skin, the person had a snake-like pattern. It appeared to be absorbed in strange movements. People believed that it was a reptilian human caught in the act of transformation. But the real question is, how did the video end up on the internet? Could it be that one of their own people leaked the footage? Before you get all serious about the clip, some netizens pointed out that it could as easily be a person in a suit. Night Scare. Camping out in the woods wouldn't seem like such a good idea after watching this video. These campers were woken up by strange sounds coming from outside their tents and went out to check who was behind them, only to come face to face with this monster. It appeared to be a pale humanoid who was screaming at the top of its lungs, scaring them away. We only get a brief glimpse of the entity, but netizens have already identified it. They believe it's the legendary Rake, while skeptics have dismissed the clip, calling it an elaborate prank. Demonic Creature. A man spending his holidays back at his village encountered something he will never forget. Night had fallen when he reached home. He was planning to go straight to bed, but something on the rooftop caught his eye. It was a demonic-looking creature, pointed ears, a short stature, and sharp-clawed hands. The guy was convinced he had seen the devil himself. The hysterical screaming and praying of the man can be heard in the background, making it harder to debunk this clip as staged. Many believe it was a golem-like entity seeking revenge. Others suggested it could be a goblin, but the video ended abruptly, leaving the being another unsolved mystery. Otherworldly figure. Theories about reptilian humanoids and skinwalkers took over the internet when this chilling CCTV footage surfaced online. The video shows a bipedal creature walking down a deserted road, looking anything but human, hunched over and moving sluggishly like it's sleepwalking. But the strangest part, it has a tail. Locals claim this isn't the first time they've seen something like this in town. Could it be a shapeshifter? A camera glitch? The face remains a mystery, and nothing is certain about the clip. What's your take on it? Skinwalker Raid. Skinwalkers, the legendary shapeshifters, taking forms of various animals and sometimes even humans. These creatures could be more than myths. A group of friends were cruising through a deserted area. Their Jeep was suddenly stopped by a bunch of bizarre-looking humanoids. There was a whole group of them, crawling on all fours. It seemed as if the skinwalkers had damaged the tires of the vehicle, causing the friends to panic. Luckily, they were able to make it back to safety with the help of some villagers nearby. Netizens are convinced this is genuine proof of the mythical creatures. Cloaked Figure. Have you ever caught something from the corner of your eye only to find nothing there? Well, this is one of those instances. Instead, the thing is very much real. When a farm owner posted a clip of his goat online, strange comments started pouring in, claiming they saw a weird figure standing along the street. The owner said he didn't realize someone was standing there when was filming the animal. It was a figure cloaked in a dark robe and had an uncanny resemblance to Voldemort, except this isn't Harry Potter. So who could it be? Let me know what you think. Frantic Chase.
Черт!
Exploring abandoned buildings at night seems all fun and games until you come across something that is out of this world. That's exactly what happened with this enthusiastic adventurer when suddenly a sinister creature emerged from the end of the hall. It was a pale, crawling figure who started following the man, and as he tried to hightail it out of there, the creature magically materialized on the other end of the hallway. Stalking Skinwalker. It is said that skinwalkers choose wooded areas for their horrific activities and are the reason people disappear in remote areas. And I guess this video seems to confirm the belief. A man was walking along his local woods in the middle of the night when he suddenly felt an unsettling presence, and as he stopped to look into the dark, there it was. A pale figure crouching on the ground that started chasing him. We don't know if the guy managed to get away safely or met a terrifying fate. However, the clip's authenticity is still up for debate, with many dismissing it as just another hoax. Skinwalker Hunt. After hearing strange rumors about skinwalkers prowling their neighborhood, these men decided to catch one. The video featured them holding a big net, and then a strange half-man, half-animal entity came up the stairs, walking straight into the net. The men wrap it up, making it unable to move, and then the video cut off, leaving us all hanging. But honestly, I have my doubts about the clip. And if it is actually real, what did they do with the creature? Winged Mystery. After hearing sounds of heavy wings flapping, a homeowner quickly padded outside, only to see a creature completely out of this world. With long black feathers and what looked like a tail, the entity appeared to be something between a bird and a mammal. Its odd movements on the ground only added to the mystery, and as it moved farther away from the camera, a blinding light emanated from it, masking its features. It could have been anything from a shape-shifting animal to a species we haven't discovered yet. Jungle Horror. A recent trail camera footage has left the world shocked with what it captured. A bizarre entity was prowling the woods at night. Its multiple limbs confirmed this was no ordinary critter, and then it appeared to change form, its head morphing into a tiger skull and the several appendages visibly growing in height. Could this be a creature capable of changing its appearance at will? Netizens were divided. Some were convinced it was an actual shapeshifter. Others thought CGI was to blame for this horror. What do you think? Winged upgrade. At first glance, you would think it's a Black Panther, but wait till you see what happened next. A wildlife explorer thought he hit the jackpot when he spotted this critter, but soon realized this was no rare animal like he had hoped for, but a creature straight out of a myth. One moment it was on the ground, looking like a big cat. The other it was airborne, defying reality. People have started calling it a shape-shifting spirit, but let me know your take on this clip. Nighttime visitor. A small Romanian town turned into the scene of a horror movie when a surveillance camera captured something, or someone they didn't recognize. In small towns, everyone knows each other, but this figure spotted in the dead of the night was a stranger. And by the looks of it, with its unnatural gait, it didn't seem human at all. What do you think it could be? The internet was divided. Some believed it was Baba Yaga, the terrifying witch known for preying on children, while others thought it resembled Dobby, the elf from Harry Potter. Skeptics, however, dismissed it as just an old lady distorted by blurry footage. Transformation. Skinwalkers, the legendary creatures of myth, or are they? With so many accounts and eyewitnesses from all around the world, it's hard to deny their existence. But this footage is the nail in the coffin, and if this still doesn't convince you, I don't know what will. It's clearly a man wearing a suit and a dog's head. But as he lies down, something truly unbelievable happens. He morphs into an actual dog right before our very eyes. And if I'm not wrong, something like this isn't humanly possible. Netizens are convinced that this is a genuine proof of actual shape-shifting skinwalkers. Non-human. Have you ever encountered something out of this world while cruising down a deserted road? Now imagine the sheer terror of this man when he drove right into a scene from a horror movie. It looked like a person sitting right in the middle of the street, but something really bizarre was happening with the individual, which has led many to believe it was not human at all. You can see how the arm appears extremely long, and I can't even explain the hand or appendage attached to the limb. Netizens were convinced it was a shape-shifting alien, drawing comparisons to the movie Parasite, The Gray. Praying entity. A CCTV camera outside a city mall captured the most bizarre thing. A man was being chased by a horrifying entity. It crawled on strange legs as its tentacle-like tails trailed behind it. And with that kind of speed, I'm afraid it would catch up to the guy in no time. But what could this creature possibly be? An undiscovered species hiding in the shadows, an alien, or something entirely different? While some believe it's genuine footage, skeptics were suspicious, pointing that something like would have definitely made the headlines if it had been real. Crossing road. Amid sluggish midnight traffic, a street surveillance camera picked up something strange. It was not clear what the object was, but it appeared to cross the street rapidly. Due to the lack of any light, it only registered as a white, smoky silhouette. Some netizens, however, thought it looked vaguely like a human moving on all fours. Others even said that it seemed the thing had changed shape. But with such a poor quality video, nothing could be confirmed. That thing could be anything from a small animal to an actual alien. Before we move any further, like this video, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you can keep watching our amazing content. Shape-shifting action. You've heard of haunted towns where things mysteriously vanish without a trace. Well, this clip comes from one of those eerie places. A man's chicken and goat started disappearing into thin air, but no one could explain how. Until now. Watch closely what a surveillance camera captured. An animal, most probably a canine, was running across the field when suddenly something unbelievable happened. The critter changed into a man, right in front of the camera. Many believe this is solid evidence of shapeshifters hiding among us. Others argued it might be a camera glitch, but I'll leave it up to you. Cat Human. Having 9 lives might not just be the only trick up a cat's sleeve, because what if they could transform into a human? Don't believe me? Take a look at this clip yourself. What clearly appeared to be a cat darting on the road suddenly transformed into a human being. When the CCTV footage was uploaded on social media, people went wild with all sorts of theories. Some believed it was a jinn, an evil spirit capable of taking the form of any animal. Others argued it might have been a skinwalker. Whatever it was, I think we should all keep an eye on our cats. Wood Dweller. Sometimes a simple trip into the woods reveals sinister secrets hidden from the world. That's exactly what happened when a group of friends ventured deep into an isolated forest. One of them caught a glimpse of something unusual moving in the trees. A strange humanoid creature, almost camouflaged, moving stealthily as if intentionally hiding from view. The grainy quality of the video left viewers guessing, was it a kappa, an alien, or even a shapeshifter with its disguise slipping away? The debate is still ongoing, but what do you think this shadowy figure could be? Midnight Snack.
Outdoors! Turkey!
Going into the woods at night, well, there's always a chance you might encounter something like this. Seeking a thrill, this guy got way more than he bargained for when he spotted a terrifying humanoid figure lurking in the dark. It was hunched over, seemingly feasting on something. With dark eyes, horns on its head, and a human-like body, it didn't seem like anything from our world. He tried scaring it off and the creature eventually turned and left, but the encounter left him convinced he'd stumbled on a reptilian humanoid hunting in the shadows. Whether that's true or not, one thing's for sure, it's probably best not to wander the woods alone. El Ombre Bestia. El Ombre Bestia, or the Beast Man, is a Peruvian legend that roams in the deep shadows of jungles feared by indigenous tribes. Standing 10 feet tall, the towering creature is coated in thick fur. Its most terrifying feature is its face, sending a chill down the spines of even the bravest of souls. A blend of animal, demonic, and human. And that's what one homeowner found peeking in through his window. Imagine the terror the guy would have felt with something like this inches away from him. I would have booked a flight straight out of that place. Road Crawler. A man recently uploaded dashcam footage from a late-night drive, and the now viral clip captured something truly bizarre. A creature with multiple limbs and 3 whip-like tails appeared, crossing the road right in front of his car. Initially, everyone dismissed it as CGI, but then more footage of the entity began circulating. Sightings reported the creature prowling streets, public parks, and even intruding on private property, leaving people seriously concerned. Many speculate it could be an alien life form, while others think it looks like something straight out of a horror movie. What do you make of this chilling encounter? Glowing eyes.
Or should I just go through this window?
Goofing around in an abandoned place turned into a real scare for these guys. Something caught their attention in the empty house. A pair of glowing eyes in the dark. Thinking it was just a cat, they called out when did this, only to regret it right after. Those eyes suddenly shot up, hinting at a towering figure, and the men backpedaled out of there fast. While netizens are convinced it was a shape-shifting skinwalker, skeptics have dismissed it as a clever setup. But honestly, I've always suspected that cats might be hiding something more than they let on. Dwarf figure. There's an old myth about lawn ornaments. It is believed that they come to life after the sun sets. And if you think there's no truth to it, you may want to make sense of this video. A home surveillance camera in North Carolina picked up a slight movement in the dark. It appeared to be a small figure tiptoeing around the patio, before it took cover behind a flower pot and disappeared from sight, never to be seen again. Canine Child. If you're still not convinced that human-animal hybrids could exist, then take a look at this video. The clip recently started circulating online, leaving people worldwide baffled. An infant that looked like a cross between a canine and a human. The internet erupted with theories, where many believed it was a shapeshifter, wondering if they were born in that half-human, half-animal state. Others suggested it might be leaked footage from a secret lab. Skeptics, of course, dismissed the clip as a hoax. What do you think? Could this be proof of something bigger, or is it all just a clever trick? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Bizarre creature. I don't even know what to call this thing. An alien from Mars, a ghost, or maybe an undiscovered species. Let's hope not. Its form is so strange you can't even tell where its head is. With each eerie movement, it almost looks like a giant white hairy worm, and the ghostly noises it makes, enough to send chills down your spine. Could this be proof of supernatural creatures? Or is there a logical explanation? No one's figured it out yet, but one thing's for sure, it's making the woods an even creepier place to be. Snake Humanoid. An adventurer exploring a remote jungle stumbled upon the unexpected when he spotted a bizarre creature. With a humanoid torso and snake-like tail, the otherworldly entity just stood there motionless as if eyeing its newfound prey. Many believed it was a mythical nag from Indian folklore, a semi-divine being that can take on either human or serpentine forms. But skeptics dismissed the theory, saying the grainy video makes it impossible to make any judgments about the entity. Humanoid Lizard. A road surveillance camera picked something none of us would have ever imagined existed. It was a huge lizard-like creature, but the strangest part was its face, which resembled a human. The pronounced chin and goat-like ears gave it an even more sinister appearance. Many thought it had emerged from a sewer, making it possible for the entity to remain hidden from human eyes. As for its identity, netizens were divided. Some suggested it was a mythical creature, others thought it was a shapeshifter. But let me know what you think about this. Terrifying welcome. After a long day's work, a man returned home only to be greeted by this devilishly looking black creature. It was casually sitting there on the steps for everyone to see. The humanoid-like figure had 2 giant wings and sharp fangs, with a bat-like face. It looked like a creature straight out of a nightmare. And instead of backpedaling it straight out of there, the man approached the bizarre being. But as he got closer, it vanished right in front of his eyes, as if it were never there, leaving the man wondering if he had been hallucinating. Mystery Skinwalker. This man stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air, only to have a bizarre creature staring down at him. It looked like an owl, but many claimed that it might have actually been a skinwalker in a half-hearted disguise, pointing at that long, skinny neck. However, others believed it was an ordinary owl that was either affected by a disease or was distressed by something. Let me know your take on this. Uninvited guest. Ever wonder what might be lurking outside your front door? Looks like this video might have the answer. A homeowner was checking their Ring doorbell camera when a terrifying creature came knocking. This was no ordinary dog. The thing's feet resembled human hands, not to mention its bulky body, almost as if the canine was on steroids. When the video was uploaded on social media, people went wild with speculation. Many believed it was a mutated dog. However, skeptics dismissed the footage as a hoax. Shapeshifter on camera. In Mexico, during the Halloween season, a CCTV camera captured some truly bizarre activity. A homeowner heard strange noises coming from his garage. Thinking it was his dogs, he went to investigate, but found them completely silent. Here's what the camera picked up. A dark figure can be seen crouched behind one of the cars. It starts on all fours, but then creeps into the shadows, seemingly morphing into a biped. One of the dogs starts barking, as if sensing the entity's sinister intentions. As the man heads inside to call his wife, the creature stands up on 2 lean legs and walks off. Locals believe it might be a nagual, a human witch with the power to shapeshift into animals. Goat Man. A farmer making his morning rounds around his fields was shocked when he came across this shocking sight. One of his goats was walking upright like a human. He secretly filmed it and posted it online, wondering what was going on with the animal. People have multiple theories. While some found it funny, others were unsettled, suggesting either the goat was possessed or it was actually a human having the power to transform into a goat. Let me know what you guys think of this in the comments. Changing shape. This alarming footage captured by a Ring camera has left the whole internet community shocked. The video captured a lone human figure standing on the snow-capped ground. Watch closely as it slowly shifts from its humanoid form to some small animal and dart away. The cryptozoologist community believes this is solid evidence of shapeshifters in our society. Skeptics, however, dismiss it as a mere camera glitch, but the mystery still remains unsolved. Rabbit ghosts. Sometimes it's just better not knowing things, because I don't know what those things were. A CCTV camera mounted in the backyard of a house captured these strange white figures hopping along the fence. And if they weren't smoky and ghost-like, you could have said they were rabbits. Could these be spirits like many on the internet believe? Or was there something more sinister going on in the woods that night? Whatever it may be, one thing's for sure. Something otherworldly seems to have taken over the woods for good. Nahal. A home security camera in Mexico captured something truly shocking. What looked like a dog was seen darting across the yard, and mid-run it turned into a human, who kept running until it disappeared around the corner. The homeowner was sure she had witnessed the legendary Nahul, a shape-shifting creature from Mexican folklore. Netizens who watched the video were left speechless at the bold move right in front of the camera. Skeptics, however, chalked it up to a camera glitch, but I'll leave it up to you to decide. Pair of legs. A guy on his way home at night stumbled upon a truly bizarre sight. The only thing on the deserted road was a pair of human legs just standing there, with no sign of an upper body. The guy quickly got out of there after filming the eerie spectacle. But what could it have been? Well, netizens might have some answers. Many believed it was a skinwalker that hadn't transformed yet. Others thought it was just a man crouching down appearing like that due to the camera angle. But I hardly think that's the case. Have skinwalkers become so brazen that they're transforming out in the open just like that? Misty Figure. A security camera in Kentucky captured an unidentified creature walking across a street. The creature looked more like an apparition than anything else with its misty white hunched over body. The clip got so much attention that it made headlines around the world, with people trying to figure out what the entity was. Many were convinced this was a shape-shifting creature with the head of a goat and the body of a human. Others suspected it was being edited and dismissed it as a hoax. Skinwalker? Rake? Or something entirely different? Your guess is as good as mine. Wolf Human. A strange video has popped up on the internet, leaving everyone in sheer disbelief. And you can't blame them, just take a look yourself. A weird animal was curled up on the floor, and to everyone's shock, it had a distinctly human face, coupled with its short body and those claws. One cannot deny that it was a human hybrid. The creepy creature seemed to be alive and fast asleep. But what was it? Netizens have multiple opinions. Some said it was a skinwalker caught mid-transformation. Others suggested it was a cross between a wolf and a human. But speculations aside, we might never know its actual identity. Backyard alien. After spending a restless night due to strange disturbances around the house, the homeowner decided to review the security camera footage and found this. A bizarre figure was found sitting on the ground, and it seemed to be hiding behind the wall, probably unaware of the recording lens. The man even called for help, but no one seemed to believe him.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Eventually, he posted the clip online and left everyone shocked. People speculated that the faceless creature might actually be an alien, while skeptics chalked it up to a hoax. Open discussion. What if centaurs aren't just mythical creatures, but actually humans hiding in plain sight, capable of shapeshifting to keep their true form a mystery? Maybe they're not mere myths in our imaginations after all. A strange clip circulating online has left viewers seriously questioning this possibility. A man was recording himself in his car when the camera caught something unusual behind him, a centaur-like figure galloping in the distance. And here's an added twist. The University of Tennessee has an ancient centaur on display, sparking even more debate. So what do you think? Could this be an elaborate hoax, or is there something bigger we're missing? Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again,